IDS 125, it's Taylor, Sadiqa, and Kyle, keeping it live. We need your undivided attention, but only for 5. We're bringing it home and giving you a clue on the importance of civic value. And now we ask, what do you hold closest to your core? I hold the desire to prevent a world war, for my kids to safely state what they stand for, to ensure that I would do what I swore for myself, my family, and my country, an equal score. Values root from many different sources, from the education learned in college courses to your friends, families, and community. They give you a land of opportunity. You have to act upon the things that you mean, like lowering a monster's amount of caffeine or seeing a racial dispute and choosing to intervene. Encouraging yourself and others to keep the world clean, to better the world for my siblings and young teens.
Here with my friend Keith. He's just a friend from my floor, and we're about to just discuss some issues that I think would help me better understand where he's coming from as a person, and also just according to his political beliefs. When I was in high school, I had an economics teacher who was a pretty staunch libertarian, and I'd always kind of been opposed to those views, but one day I heard him talk about capitalism sort of as a gift, as a very compassionate thing. He said that the greatest gift that we could ever give to another nation isn't aid, it's not, millions or billions of dollars. What it is just the means to help themselves, capitalism. And I had never really heard it that way, and it kind of made me change how I looked at him and his ideology. So that's kind of what we're trying to achieve here. So welcome, Keith. Thanks for coming on the show.
I consider myself a Republican politically, but I really don't know a whole lot about it. I just know what my dad tells me.
Okay.
And so that's very biased in itself. And I haven't done a whole lot of research on my own. Religiously, I'm a Roman Catholic, fairly passionate and stuff.
Is important. They've been inspirational in my life, always encouraging me to be myself and remain true to my core values. Education, I've became wiser, and I've learned to separate my values from others, and also to learn how to understand how, although I may not believe what somebody else believes, it's always a great idea to always listen to what others have to say and try to get an understanding. It doesn't necessarily make them right, and it doesn't necessarily make me right, but always trying to find out why somebody believes what they believe, I think is a great value, and I've definitely learned that through education.
With a homosexual orientation is inherently sinful because it goes against that natural law. So that doesn't mean that the same-sex attractions are wrong at all, because you were created by God in His image and likeness, and He is perfect. He cannot make a mistake. So the humans themselves are not flawed. It's sort of a cross to bear for them that they are to live celibate lives and to resist those temptations in order to remain chaste. The way we are told to treat them, which is also in the Catechism, is with love and respect and support. We're not supposed to say, "Hey, you're a wrong person. This is bad. That you're a bad person." No, we're supposed to say you're a good person, but these tendencies are not what you should be doing. I'm going to try and help you get through them, and I'm going to love you all the way. So that's what we're told to do, but unfortunately, it's hard.
Yeah.
What do you value?
I value a lot of different things, but what stands out to me the most is equality. And what I mean by that is to ensure that within all communities there's equality within the workplace, educational equality, gender equality, and racial equality. This sources from my parents. As I grew up, they always taught me to treat others the way that I want to be treated. And I'm a firm believer in karma. What goes around comes around. So I feel like the more equality that is pushed into our communities, the better people will be, and the friendlier our environment will be, and the more we will progress as one.
Church is close to me, and it really makes me stronger knowing that I can believe in the faith, and I have so many other people who believe in it too. Um, Church is definitely a strong foundation in my life. Just being able to connect with others who believe in what I believe in, and just because you can't see something, it doesn't mean that it's not there. I think that's what makes my faith even stronger, knowing that there may be some omnipotent being out there who is controlling everything. I definitely love the fact of that. So one of my core values does come from church also.
What values do you believe are held in our community?
Values in our community are coming together and helping one another, giving back, whether it's, going over to an elderly neighbor's house and raking the leaves, or serving in a local food pantry. Just knowing that you get out what you put in. So if you want to see change in your community, then you have to be the change that you want to see. Although it sounds cliche, it's very true. And we can give back through our communities just by voting or signing the petition, and knowing that at the end of the day, as long as we give back, then that is what should be the core in our communities.